We're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that gets the ball rolling.
This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Ready? Jacobs running behind center. Middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Down.
On second down, Jacobs. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Packers the first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Let's go now. 30. Red. Cycle.
Love out of the shotgun. Has it at the 7. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal. That start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Warren once more. All right, short of the marker for the moment. They've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's Warren on 3rd down. He cuts it toward the right sideline. There's a lot of space. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a 29-yard gain. Man, the Steelers have a 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Well, no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Packers' 27.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. The Packers on top early. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. They'll go again with Warren. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. On the 50.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's got his man. This is Austin. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, take 26.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
158. 150. 158.
Warren running between the tackles. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. They sneak it with Rodgers. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Jaden Reed to return this. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Love from the gun. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
52 blue. Strike blue.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's to Reed again. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
That's another Packers.
1st down throw, here's Love. That's complete to Reed, out left. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down.
Let's go now.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
The Steelers calling their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
On the double.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
That's good for a Packers.
Bro, 52.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Claw, 10. 6, mega. Red, yellow, set.
They'll run, Jacobs. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Packers take the lead just before halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 7. 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down.
319. Jim. Jump out. 630.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. He beams one deep right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Okay, ready?
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
To the air with Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half.
Brings up second and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Brandon McManus to attempt this Packers field goal. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Got it.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Drill green. Ready.
Here's Love. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. McManus sends it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Brendan McManus.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Calvin Austin on the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Austin on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
319.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. Rodgers from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Hey, 88. Plant. Go to 50.
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers take possession down inside. Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
Oh, ready?
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit on. Go. Sit on.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
This is Henry on second. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
First down, here's Lamar. That pass pulled in by Henry. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Look at here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Lamar off the play fake. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Henry has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up, here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On second down, Warren. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, Those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. Firing quickly as Rodgers completes. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
This is Warren, headed right. Trying to use that space outside, but found a defender instead, so no gain on first down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Their own 47-yard line.
Go to 54, go to 50. Yes!
The play action. It's Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah!
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Rolling right. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
I like the aggressiveness. Early in the game, right out of the gate, make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield. And what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
Yeah! Here we go! Line in!
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's going to be taken down, but there is a flag on the field. You wonder if that was a push-off. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. We'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
I hit that a little too well. Lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. This is Allen to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
First down, Los Angeles.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Set. Black 80. Set.
Again, it's Hampton. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop in behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Oh, put some heat on this deep. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away. Matt McConkey with a touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Jump out. Look at the 8. Screen again.
They'll start the drive with Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
A give left side to Warren. Shoves him off. Has room down the left sideline. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This is Allen to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
It's Hampton on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play. And it brings
Here he is on third and short. That one's good to McConkey. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He goes to the hurry up here.
And the Chargers first down.
Herbert on first down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Let's go, let's go.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Home troops right. Hey, Catholic.
Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
They snap it to Herbert. And this one winds up incomplete. They took their shot at extending the series, but it's going to be a new possession when we resume play. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll have it a little short of midfield. On first down, Warren running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
47-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
18.
And quick to the left, it's caught. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 6.
They come to the line here, and this is third and 6.
Zoom. 319.
To the air on third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Third down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrate on the sidelines.
And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Working quickly here.
And the Chargers, first down.
Hey, go Lions.
First and 10, Herbert.
Chargers, first down.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
The Steelers,
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. Now a give to Warren, coming right. Runs inside the 35. There it is, touchdown Pittsburgh! The Steelers kick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Kate, you know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk. We'll get explosive on the ground as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This is Allen to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10.
Black 80. Crowd right. Step.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Just a minute, 59 seconds remaining in our first half of football. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Back to the air, Herbert. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. That last interception gave them a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
They go with Warren on the run. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
He's tackled at the 40.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
158, jump out!
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Drops this underneath to Warren. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he's stopped a second before he can move those chains.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Easy.
Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up. So third down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. So the false start makes this a far tougher call now. 3rd and 6.
Also over here. You need clean. Jump out. Plant. Back north.
Air it out on down to 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end, and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
319.
First and goal, Warren. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. It's 2nd and goal.
Move it to 50.
Here's another for him. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
319.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He has it. And he will reach the end zone, so a perfect ending to the first half. They get a touchdown and take on the 2-point try.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. This is Allen to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. He's out of bounds on that return, Brock, as that takes us into the break.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Rodgers off the play action. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Trying the left side with Warren. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
On second down, Warren gets it again. And he is down to the 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll go again with Warren. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Green 18.
Warren once more. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And the Steelers have a first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
Green 18.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to have goal to go as he stopped at the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Yards on the play. That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They run with Warren. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
58.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. Another chance at it on second and goal, still from the 5. Complete on the option. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Rodgers trying to throw for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Steelers 28, Chargers 7. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This is Allen to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. He's going to test this secondary right away. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chip Clark. And the Steelers are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I'll tell you what, Mike, if you thought this place was rocking before, after that interception, it just took this atmosphere to a whole nother level. And now let's see if this offense can come out, take a deep breath, deal with some of these early emotions, and take advantage and strike for some points.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Once again, it's Warren. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
319.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
We'll try and run it here with Warren. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
On fourth down, they snap it to Rodgers. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
17 yards, the gain there. First down, Seattle.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seattle. Jason
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. He'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7. They run with Warren. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, 88. Check 30. Inside. Hey, 88.
On 3rd down, they go with Warren. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Jump out!
That's taken in, and he'll be forced out of bounds. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Back north. 18.
A run up the middle with Warren. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Over.
Now one. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Back north.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
No. We are going. 319.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. And this will be from 42 yards out. And he pulled it left. No good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Off his foot, Mike, this ball was just never on target. He might have been hoping for it to work a little left to right, but it just didn't want to cooperate. It ends up staying wide left.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. No stop the clock, 24 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
Go set.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he's in. What a drive. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion. I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game. Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. In the shotgun, it's Aaron. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 12-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
Hey, 88.
3rd and long for Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
29-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. That's quickly to Fryermuth on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Inside.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Green 18. Back north. Jump out.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He's got the connection. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the air once more. It's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks' 37-yard line.
Again, it's Rodgers. Over the middle and taken in by Fryermuth. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Steelers.
Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
Line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Blue 58. 26.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
319.
From the gun, Rodgers. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
No. Back north. Blue 58. Take 30. Hey, take 26. Zoom. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Slip it down.
Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of it.
26. Jump out. Go to 50. Yeah, this. Slip it down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
319.
Rodgers going up top again. That is caught, and he will score. Game on. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it, and the Steelers are on the board. It's now 13-7.
13. Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
That's good.
What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
30. And the Seahawks first down.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 yards.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Cup in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This is caught at 2. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Cooper, Cup, touchdown, Seahawks. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Jason Myers to kick
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down for Aaron. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Asante Samuel that time, all over him in coverage. Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. A big play for Seattle. It's a gain of 34.
And the Seahawks.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
We go set.
They'll drop to throw. exiting the pocket right. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Milroe going to hold on to this one. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They'll talk things over before third down.
Come on, come on.
Throwing is Milroe. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And that is going to be an absolute disaster. They wanted the holder to throw it. He couldn't get away. Now they're going to turn it over on downs. They'll come up for first and 10.
319. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Aaron. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Late in the game, a big
Built on the site of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Up next, it's our main event between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. LeJohntay Westert to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. Free inside the 30. To the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. They put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Calvin Austin on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Hey, take 26. 319. 319.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. Up to the races, middle of the field. Hits the 20. This gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone.
319.
They'll go again with Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
On second down, Warren. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. It's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Back north.
Here he goes, third and long. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a fourth down decision.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
They couldn't quite match the score, but at least they were able to cut in half and really offer a counter punch, now incumbent upon their defense to do their job.
A bit early to be in full-on comeback mode. An onside kick, though, here in the opening quarter. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens stretch their early lead to 9. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Jackson throwing for it. Forced that, and he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
Steelers 3. Tyler Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
They sneak it with Rodgers. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 12-3 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. And they've left their offense out there. They're going for this on 4th down. Quick throw, finds him out right. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Rodgers gonna throw on first. This one's gonna hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. We're gonna send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Rodgers off the play action. And he put everything he's got behind it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Number 50, and you block over here. 26.
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Warren running between the tackles. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
319.
It'll be 2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Warren once more. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he's hit and sent out of bounds. So this ends as a gain of close to 7, 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
319.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Back to throw it. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short, Brock. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. The final throw before the break. He knocked it away again, and a couple of good reps in coverage have brought up 3rd down. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Austin. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
Well, their attempt to attack that deficit, it's begun in earnest, like with a capital E. What an immediate sense of urgency they created by that stellar return. This drive has begun must-score for this offense. I think we all felt that way. And they sure set the tone coming out of halftime with that kick return.
Cut near the goal line. We will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Here we go, here we go.
Line up the design keeper. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now Rodgers going to get the Steelers set to go for two.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Hey, check 26. Slip it in.
This is caught. And he gets into the end zone. That lead is now whittled down to a single point.
Steelers 11. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's Western on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Western on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Hey, Alpha, hot.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by someone who began as a star for these Ravens, now a rival, Patrick Queen.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. He'll be just yards from a touchdown as they take over inside the 5. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession?
And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Worked so well first time, hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Here's Wester on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Wester on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. He's out in the clear. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st down. Here's Lamar. Galloping inside the 40. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Lamar throwing again. The left side caught by Andrews. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
And again, it's Jackson. Escapes the puck. And they take this in for the score. The Ravens can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Here's Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens tie this game up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. A give left side to Warren. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It remains tied after 3, so we're going to have to decide things in our fourth quarter. Third and 4 coming up now.
26.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Steelers have a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
88, 58. Get 300. Get 300.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
50. Hey, you block over here.
This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play good for 17 on a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Steelers going for the win here. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Johnson up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, and the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that in the first down play.
A gift here to Warren. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
A gain of 14. First down, Steelers.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. This is Johnson heading right. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
26.
Johnson. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. A gain of 2, and after back-to-back runs fail, it's fourth and goal.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got fourth and goal. What are you gonna do?
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. An entire stadium of pressure now on Chris Boswell. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. The kick is good. He got it. And the third time he puts it through will be the charm. They've won it. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners, as we say so long from At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At the wrong 27-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
319.
They'll run now with Warren. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
319. John Rice.
They'll hand it off to Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
319. 319.
Trying the left side with Warren. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
It's Warren on 3rd down. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Just shy of midfield. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here.
319.
Mike Tomlin eyeing that play clock, and he gets a timeout just before it runs out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side.
358.
Quick throw right side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
319.
They go with Warren on the run. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive.
58. Look again.
They'll go again with Warren. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
319. 319.
No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Has a lane past the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. A gain of 26 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Keeping it with Mixon. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
18. That's it.
Well, Brock, still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. On the ground again with Mixon. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. 118. That's it.
First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Here we go. Nike Texas.
Marks has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call, because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Out, what's that? Hot. 18, what's that?
Chubb trying to run his way in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans get their first point of this game just before halftime. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Calvin Austin on the return. Good work so far. He's got room.
Calvin Austin on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own
Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive.
58, back north.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
EJ Speed on the coverage.
Rodgers from the gun. Look at that power. Deep left side. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. He's back to throw. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
26.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes St. Dell. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive with Marks. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
15 yards on the play. And the Texans...
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Stroud. Catch made by Woody Marks. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They gain 11 on their play. And it'll be a 1st down Texans.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Nixon on the toss. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
All right. 18. What's that?
First and 10, a run to Mixon. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Nixon on the counter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll be 1st down Houston.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, going back to Mixon. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13.
What's that? 18. What's that?
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over 1 final quarter. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
On the quick, right?
Looking to throw, Stroud. They'll set up the screen here for Marks. And the defense gets the stop to deny that 1st down, but still a very good gain. They picked up 12, 3rd and short.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down.
That's right. 118. That's right.
Chubb going for the marker. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
First and goal.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Another chance at 6. It's second and goal. Retry Chubb again. That's 7 on the play, and now they've got third and goal at the 3.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
118. What's that?
They'll try to run it in. Chubb. And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
Steelers, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41.
Yeah, Liz. No. Blue 58. Go to 50. Yeah, Liz.
A pistol snap. Rodgers. Caught, nice game left side. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. Offense up to the line fast.
First down.
Hey, take 26.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We are going.
First down. Here's Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Get 300. Get 300. 319. Take 30. Teammate. Hey, 88.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
27 yards.
Here we go.
Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Get 300.
Again, Rodgers. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Throwing again, Rogers. Cut near the goal line. Good game here as he heads out of bounds.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Warren, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Inside.
And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And the Texans secure that kick, no problem. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got 1 timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that 1 timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Chubb up the middle. On 3rd down, they line up on the wrong way. That one goes backwards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Well, Coach certainly won't be happy with that flag, but at least it doesn't reset the down. It's still 4. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. Well, Coach certainly won't be happy with that flag, but at least it doesn't reset the down. Still 4. Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So the Texans come away with their own win. Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend.